Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. So at the heart of the reading, we have the birds and we also have the house. The birds can speak to some type of communication, messages, chatter, gossip, things that are overheard, or the quick spreading of information, social media. It can hint at trouble, actually, like muddled information, like the telephone game. One mistaken word can just mess up the entire message and cause a lot of trouble. It could be that some communication, gossip, something overheard, or something that was passed on to them but wasn't correct, caused them a lot of insecurities and caused them to withdraw. It could have caused them to question whether or not you belonged together. It could be, let me see, that because of communication, they didn't think it was a safe bet. It feels like somebody received some information that was incorrect, and I feel like it caused a lot of trouble. These two can also indicate that you will receive information or some type of communication in your future. Possibly that could stabilize this situation. Now, what I have here is some type of communication, I feel, having to do with the birds, that stirred up a lot of fears in someone, and made them feel threatened in some way. This is what happened. It's why it didn't work, or it's why somebody it's why perhaps somebody took a decision between two things. Maybe they made this decision based on the information they were given, which was incorrect, and in that case they made a wrong decision. We have it here. So what they did was they took a decision that was based upon the information that was presented to them. They believed it to be true, possibly because of a previous past experience, or because of their past in some way, which would have affected their decision. Whatever they learned about the couple was false, or whatever they learned about the partner was false. They made a choice. They made a wrong choice, and it looks like they recognize this, but may still feel their missing information, because you can only see 5 of the 8 coins. 3 are really blurry here. You cannot see clearly. So they feel they're missing information or a way out. They're tempted. I feel like they're really tempted to reach out. But, I mean, ego could play a part here. I feel like they know they're to blame. This king, he's facing the past. He's pointing fingers. Maybe in the past, maybe you were falsely accused of something, but now his sword points inward, so he would be feeling the sting of something, or feeling pain over a decision he made, possibly a wrong decision. This connection is still very much alive. I mean, the Lovers is here, and it is in the upright. And whatever information was presented was just an illusion. 1 minute, I will be right back. My little dog wants my attention, wants to come up. I'll be right back. So sorry about that. They are now comfortably installed. So, it feels like this person, looking back, realizes it's like a very painful truth, because they took a decision in the past, and it was the cause of this sword turning inward. It could have been a very painful decision at the time, and they were pointing fingers, something they were very hurt by, and then to find out it wasn't true must have been devastating, I feel, for this person. But, I mean, how do they get out of it? Or how do I get out of it? They're in troubled waters. I'm sorry. When I say I'm talking about them, because it's like I'm picking up on their emotions. And so, honestly, this can be twin flame relationship. I do have the king and the queen here. She's looking back at troubled waters. Feeling very troubled about a situation, and how to change it, or wanting to be able to change it. Yeah, we see that this is for this person. It's like a war between the mind and the heart. We have them. This battle has been over perhaps for some time, and I have more than one card that would indicate so. You see the smoke billowing up into the sky, and they're sitting there stubbornly, the sword embedded in the stone. It's like, oh, okay, I made up my mind. But you can clearly see they're not happy about this decision they had to take, or felt they had to take. They felt like, if you look at the scene, nothing grows here. It's like rock everywhere. So they would have felt like, because of some type of communication or belief that they had, they would have felt there was nothing left for them here. But imagine then to learn later that this wasn't so, that this was a mistake, that this was something perhaps even caused by gossip or by a message that was uh, not not true, that was delivered to them, you know. And not to mention, this is frustrating because I can feel the frustration. And and so there they are in this tug of war, and you can see the water behind this person, and you can see coming out of the water there's these little like hills or mounds of rocks, and those would represent obstacles. So there's obstacles, and where are those obstacles? They're in the water. So the obstacles is some emotion, because water is emotion. The obstacle is in a memory, in that makes them very emotional. And that is what is holding them here in this very dark, cold, and barren place here. Pretending everything's fine when it's not. And I know that they are doing this because I see it here. There's great concern. You have the card of concern next to the lovers. So there's great concern. It feels like, okay, so the lovers is on this side of the person. I feel like whether this can, whether they can make this happen in the future, or whether they can actually get out of this situation, these troubled waters, let's say, right? Because that's what the vision is, getting out of the troubled waters. The star in the background is over the hill here is hope. See? So although they are currently in troubled waters, they hope to be able to return it to a place that is calmer, you know, or more peaceful, or to find a peaceful solution for this. And this is what they're concerned about, is moving it out of troubled waters to a better place in the future. And you can clearly see the concern on this person's face. They sit next to a window, I see. Um, yeah, they're looking for a peaceful solution. I believe those could be lilies on the table, which would indicate that they have been nurturing perhaps these thoughts for quite some time. Lilies can speak to a length of time. They're sitting in front of these windows, in this window, and there's a lot of light coming through. So they could be waiting for something to happen, or waiting for some clarity, or even a sign that they could move this out of troubled waters. They are, look at that, concern, despair. Wow. So it's a very challenging card. A lot of worry about, yeah, a lot of worry, frustration, anger, perhaps. I feel that anger is at themselves for having made a bad decision. Um, and I feel like they're, well, there's something really good here that they don't see coming, but I'll talk about that in a moment. Uh, Here they are, and I feel like they really want to return. You have two cards of return here in the future, and it's like although the swords have fallen out, perhaps some time ago even, the heart is still bandaged, it's still bleeding. So clearly, if the heart is still bleeding and it's all wrapped up in a bandage, that's because maybe they're afraid to go back there, afraid of getting stabbed in the heart again. Um, so it's like they sit in this dark place, um, hiding their true feelings, pretending that all is okay, and they're very, very believable, pretending that's all okay, because that's a card of pretending, and you have a card of pretending here also, that all is okay when it's not. Because clearly, this does not say I'm okay, does it? It says I'm hurting. They're missing information. Um, you have judgment here, and this is about forgiveness. So they could be wanting to come back and ask for your forgiveness because they would have wrongly judged you in the past, but they were given the wrong information. Still, they rushed to judgment, which was their biggest mistake. They were missing information with regards to the subject of the gossip, that caused all of this chaos. And so you have the Great Fortune card, and I just have to say, wow. And not only do you have the Great Fortune card, you have the High Honor sitting right next to it. I work a lot with imagery, and so I'm looking here at this card of despair. His head is down, his eyes are covered, and so he doesn't see what's coming towards him. The High Honor says that that there's going to be an advancement or movement with whatever card is preceding it. So what precedes it is the Great Fortune. This is wishes coming true. It is unexpected good luck that's on its way. New opportunities. I mean, it can give the opportunity, show you the way, open the door, but you still need to do the work, you or them. Because it speaks to sudden luck. It speaks to improvements in your current situation. New opportunities. But it's short term, indicating that you need to still work on it. Okay? It's not saying it's not going to last. What it's saying is that you will get the opportunity that you are wishing for, but you must do the work if you want to keep it. It's that simple, right? So, great news that you will get the opportunity, or they will get the opportunity, whoever this is, whoever this energy belongs to improve your situation, to have this new opportunity that that this person deeply desires. The Six of Swords, I want to mention, because this is most likely something that needs to be worked on. And so this would be what they would be talking about in the Great Fortune card. So there's an opportunity to fix this, but it does need to be, excuse me, does need to be worked upon, because those six swords that are stacked up in a row in that boat are ghostly passengers from the past. So, and they just most likely are the reason for the bandaged heart. So the bandage needs to be removed and the wound needs to be healed. It needs to be looked at and healed. And ideally, by the time you get to this shore, you want to have taken care of those ghostly passengers. And so the opportunity is coming. And so I feel like going back to the birds and the house, somebody wants to return. The house can be about returning. So there will be a communication, a message of somebody who wants to return. We have it here, we have it here, and we have it here, and also in the Judgment card. So, I mean, this can also be divine timing. And it's like, now is the time. And an opportunity will open up for this person to be able to do this. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.